Well, hello there. Long time no see. Over this week's edition of Friday Night Fever on Fox. It's been, what, just 2 minutes maybe? 2.5 minutes?
Something like
Possibly.
that. Quick
maybe.
Turnaround.
Exactly. Jim Holder, Andy Lee, thank you so much for joining us. Week number 4 already of high school football.
I know. If you think about it, the season's about a third of the way done if you count the playoffs too. And like we say every year, it's a cliche. It takes so long to get here and it just flies by. So you got to cherish these Friday nights.
We do. We certainly do.
Yes, we do.
We're enjoying tonight for sure. Scores found on our ticker, as always, by our friends at Busy Lad, the mascot. He was there. He enjoyed a burger the other day at the South Pontotoc game. He got it done. And we've been speaking of which, we begin with our Busy Lad game of the week. It was North Pontotoc at South Pontotoc. And, of course, South Pontotoc won that close game last year. North was seeking some revenge after that. Both these teams undefeated coming into this one. North Pontotoc recovering a fumble. North Pontotoc in those orange jerseys. And, well, they get the ball. So North Pontotoc's cheerleaders excited about that. Corley Hooper calling his own number. 4-yard gain. And then that would set up a short field goal from 30 yards out. That one is true. It is 3-0 Vikings. So South Pontotoc trying to answer. They've got a potent offense. Eddie Ivy tackled behind the line for a 5-yard loss. South Pontotoc was shut down there in that first half, and Cougars would be forced to punt the ball, and then Hooper back to work. And Sheffield Anthony, 45-yard completion. Watch him go down the sideline. He's finally brought down, but even though it's not a touchdown, it does set up another field goal for North Pontotoc. And the Vikings get their revenge, 29-14. South Pontotoc 3-1. North Pontotoc improves to 4-0.
Tishomingo County at Kossuth. The Aggies take the field in their maroon jerseys with white numerals. It's Military Appreciation Night in Kossuth. Opening drive for the Aggies. Matthew Bobo swings one to Kenner Mills. Mills gets a block and springs free for a first down around midfield. A couple plays later, Bobo will pitch to Coda Wilhite. Wilhite cuts it back and picks up another Kossuth first down. Then Zamarius Alexander caps off the drive with a 35-yard touchdown run. The Aggies take the early 7-0 lead, but the Braves would battle right back. Connor Pinnell to Alex Cornelison. Cornelison, nice little juke there on the outside, and he could go all the way, not quite. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. A couple plays later, it's Pinnell to Cornelison again on the slant. This one good for 7. But Kossuth too strong tonight. They win 53-21.
Kossuth had a nice year. Brandon at Tupelo, Golden Wave in those home jerseys. And, of course, they've suffered a lot of injuries this year, facing a tough Brandon team. And here's Brandon moving the football. Ashton Nickelberry the carry, but Keaton Kager there with the stop for the Golden Wave. Fans are into it, students into it, but Brandon continuing their drive. Dallas Smith will just grind this one out, and the Bulldogs pick up a first down. You know, Will Rogers said he never met a man he didn't like, and Will Rogers, the quarterback for Brandon, certainly likes Jonathan Mingo, the Ole Miss commitment. He's going to score this touchdown, and it was 7-0 Bulldogs at that point. I mentioned all those injuries for Tupelo. J-Rock Williams playing some quarterback here. I guess this is
doing it all.
Yeah, exactly. Gets that carry for a first down, but not enough, though, as Brandon gets the win, handing Tupelo its first loss, 34-6.
It was game day at the Ville. Boonville. Blue Devils hosting Saltillo. Boonville offensive coordinator Kyle Bond, still the acting coach, as Mike Maddox continues to recover. We wish Coach Maddox the best. Late second quarter, Boonville in the blue uniforms up 7-0. John Daniel Deaton swings one to Connor Young. Saltillo's Jamarcus Smith all over it. That sets up the Tigers with good field position. Late in the first half, Saltillo trying to get on the board before halftime. Darnell Anderson picks up a first down, much to the delight of the Saltillo fans. Third down, Anderson stuffed by a gang of Blue Devils. That would set up a field goal attempt. Weston Filgo from 35 yards out blocked. Boonville led 7-0 at the half. Blue Devils, hold on. They win this one 23-8.
Biggersville at TCPS, and this is a division matchup, one of the early division matchups. You don't get him this time of year, and just as I was walking in, Andy, TCPS's Kai Holiday to Foster Yates, yes, for the touchdown behind the gate, but we're going to show it anyway. 12-8 Eagles, and Kai just taking a break there on the bench, and why not? Biggersville, though, answering in the white jerseys. Clemon Davis with this touchdown run right by me, Andy. Woo! I backed up.
You should.
That's
a big man.
Because I wasn't going to stop him. 15-12 Lions at that point as the band plays on. But here comes TCPS. Holiday keeping it himself, going to run for a first down, and he is brought down on that play as Sean Holliday, father and head coach, looking on.
Just like I drew it up.
Exactly. And then Holliday to Josh Berry for the touchdown. There's a flag on the play. It was pass interference against Biggersville, so it didn't matter. 18-15 TCPS at that point, but Biggersville comes back to win. They're still undefeated. 21-18 is that final.
Nettleton at Baldwin. Michael Gray's young team down 23-0 at the half, but you know Michael's going to keep coaching them hard till the end. Bearcats in the red, trying to rally in the second half. Maddox Ritchie to Jordan Eldridge for a Baldwin first down, and the cuteness factor just goes up on the program. Corian Doss, first down run. The Cats would turn it over on downs, and we're going to see a special teams highlight. Nettleton's Evan Smith backed up in his own end zone, feeling all the pressure of the world, gets off a 55-yard beauty to flip the field. Now Maddox Ritchie would get sacked by Timothy Clayton of Nettleton. And Nettleton would then be backed up near their own end zone. Graham Gardner sacked. That's a safety. Only points for Baldwin. Too little, too late. Nettleton wins this one 30-2.
Let's go to Moorville. Troopers hosting East Union. Cheerleaders excited about that. Moorville was up 22-6 in the third, but they were facing 1st and 40.
That's a lot of yards.
Yes.
What do you call for that?
Exactly. Well, you call a run from Kason Mitchell, and he will hurdle, not for a first down, but a big carry anyway to at least get some.
Like 10 of them.
Yeah, at least out of the shadow of their own goalpost. So after a punt, Urchins have the ball, and there's going to be a fumble on the play, and it's guess who with the recovery? Kason Mitchell. He had a couple of recoveries in this one of turnovers. Moorville would actually commit a couple of turnovers of their own in a brief span. So East Union would drive. They're at the goal line, as you see, and Ty Walton will call his own number, and Walton will score the touchdown, and that cut it to 22-12. And Walton was not done because after he runs it in, he's going to throw for a 2-point conversion to Eli Pinnell. Makes it 22-14. In the end, though, all Moorville after that. Troopers are now 2-2 as they win 36-14.
You saw our own Evan Hensley in Aberdeen all afternoon. The Bulldogs in blue hosting the undefeated Pontotoc Warriors in a non-division matchup. Aberdeen trying to rebound after the loss in the A game. Fred Fields rolls right, can't find anyone, so cuts it back left and runs for a first down. Fast Fred Fields. Now this is Pontotoc with the ball. Justin Carter feeling the pressure. He rolls to his right and hits Cade Armstrong. Armstrong will tightrope the sidelines and score. That gets Pontotoc on the board. Just a few drives later, Emmanuel Vance will take the carry for Pontotoc and find plenty of room. Gets into the end zone. That puts the Warriors up 20-0 at that point. Final drive of the first half. It's fourth down on the goal line. Carter will take the snap and lob it up for Ardarius Townsend to give Pontotoc a 27-0 halftime lead, and the Warriors win this one 48-8.
And the Warriors are still undefeated at 4-0, ranked number 1, tied for number 1 with Noxubee County in Class 4A. We have an Instagram contest every week. It's for our band and cheerleaders. More than 3,000 likes this week, Andy.
Get those likes up. Exactly. That's what it's all about. Between the numbers game.
Between the two schools, North Pontotoc won the game, but South Pontotoc won the Instagram contest for band and cheerleaders of the week. Going to hear from the band when we return, but right now the South Pontotoc cheerleaders take us to the break.
We are the South Pontotoc cheerleaders, and you're watching Friday Night Fever.
All right, our band of the week from South Pontotoc. Great job. Welcome back to...
Nice sound and nice shooting by Alvin Ivy.
Alvin Ivy always includes everybody.
Yes, he does.
That's what he does. It is Friday Night Fever on Fox. I'm Jim. He's Andy. You know us, I hope. Scores on our ticker, sponsored by Busy Lad. Still waiting on the Hickory Flat Ashland score. Hope we get it soon. Continuing with highlights. Big one. Crosstown Classic, Lafayette County at Oxford. And here we go as the teams take the field. It's 3rd and 1 on Lafayette's 36-yard line, and Oxford in the blue jerseys. They get the first, but they cough up the football. Quan Buford recovering the football for the Commodores. Ensuing possession, Lafayette's Jamie Shaw Jr. Commodores have got it deep in Oxford territory, and here's Shaw punching it in from 9 yards out, and that puts the Doors up a score. Extra point was missed. This was a back-and-forth game if you followed this one. Next drive, the Chargers answer. John Meager will score on a keeper from 2 yards out. J.J. Pegues would make it a 2-point game with a successful 2-point conversion. And in the end, it's going to be Oxford winning this one. Lafayette had not lost until tonight, but Oxford gets the win 29-27.
Fans got their money worth there. Water Valley at Bruce, Military Appreciation Night in Bruce, as was at a lot of high schools across the area. Water Valley with the ball. Nice run by Quintarius Rucker.
Yes.
I don't know if he's related to Darius, but rock me mama like a wagon wheel. Yeah, all the way down to the 20-yard line, and then a touchdown.
It's great to see him.
Yes, it is. A touchdown. Quintarius Tucker takes it to the house. Water Valley up 7-0 at that point. And the Blue Devils blank Bruce 42-0.
Back to a division matchup in Class 1A. Thrasher at Smithville. Rebels won their opener last week, but they're paying a visit to the Swamp. It's never easy to win there. Coaches there from Smithville coaching them up. Defensive battle in the first quarter. Smithville a screen. Rebels snuffed that one out. Palm squad fired up for Smithville regardless. Thrasher with the ball now, and Smithville's defense making a nice play. In the end, though, Smithville getting a win at home. 34-6 is that final.
Itawamba AHS at Houston. Homecoming in Houston. You'll see more on that with Daniela in the social media center. That's Aquana Brownlee, softball star, homecoming queen. She does it all. Now to the game. There was some football tonight. Houston up 20-7 in the third quarter, and LaJarvis Ewing will
took a while to develop.
Yes, will get the ball and run for a Hilltoppers first down. We'll have a little swing pass here. Itawamba snuffs it out. Good defense by the Indians on that play. And Jalen May, one of the guys that Ty Harden really talked about a lot before the season with good reason. Can make plays like this. That's a touchdown for the Hilltoppers. Makes it 28-7. And Houston holds on. Itawamba AHS comes back late, but Houston holds on for a 34-28 win.
Two solid teams going at it right there.
Absolutely.
Hey, time for our social media segment. Last week, Daniela Oropeza was in Texas. Shantae Sumter filled in nicely, but now Shantae is in New Jersey.
These kids travel so much.
These young kids, they travel all over the place.
I don't go anywhere.
Yeah, well, we're old.
Yeah.
Daniela's back here. Daniela, what's going on?
Thanks, guys. I'm glad to be back. It's finally Friday and finally Friday Night Fever. And from the pictures we've received tonight, the fans are thrilled. Blake McMullen sent this picture to us on Twitter. Yeah, I'd be happy to with a lead like that. Peep the crowd in the back throwing the bunny ears. The final score, Eupora 41, West Tallahatchie 14. And I mention him every show because I couldn't do my job without him. Our videographer, Alvin Ivy, sending us these pictures. The left fans cheered on the Bruce Trojans as they took on Water Valley, and on the right, Houston Hilltopper fans excited to watch their guys play at Itawamba AHS. And speaking of Houston High School, tonight was their homecoming. Congratulations to Aquana Brownlee. She was named this year's homecoming queen. Others on the homecoming court, Alvin's beautiful niece, Deja Ivy, escorted by her father, Daryl Ivy. And to the right are Wayne Herford sending us these pictures. Those dresses are royalty. Of course, it's not homecoming without alumni. Here are several from the class of 91. What a happy bunch. And from alumni to future high school cheerleaders, Ella Pennington says she's going to be a South Pontotoc Cougar when she grows up. I love it. Another social media center in the books. Please keep sending us and tagging us in your pictures and videos. You can do so using the hashtag WTVAFNF. See you next week.
Daniela Oropeza, a great job. Not only she's doing that, she's doing the new hour-long WLOV News at 9. She's got a lot on her plate.
Grinder.
That's what she is. She's one of the MVPs around here. Thank you.
She is. And now that homecoming season is starting, we're going to see a lot more of those homecoming pictures.
Yes, it is
coming weeks.
Homecoming season for sure. More highlights on the way after this. Stay with us. Welcome back. It is Friday Night Fever on Fox. F&F, like
New
that?
logo.
Yeah, new logo, like that.
I do
Actually,
too.
well, new logo here anyway. It's been on our promos, but anyway. Jim Holder and Andy Lee. Scores on our ticker, sponsored by Busy Lad. We continue with our highlights. New Albany at Amory. And here we go. Hunter Jones, he was our player of the week. And tries to throw this one out, but the New Albany defense stepping up, a big hit on that play. A few players later, though, Jones, the quarterback keeper, 25-yard touchdown. New Albany and Amory played some close games through the years. This time, though, even though you see this Jones touchdown, it is New Albany getting the win, 42-28.
Hatley hosting Alcorn Central. There the Tigers are in their blue jerseys with the white numerals and the gold trim. Quarterback Will Cantrell will call his own number. Around the end, 45 yards for a first down. That sets up Hatley near the goal line, and a few plays later, Cantrell hands it off to Matthew Turner. Turner will score, and Hatley cruises tonight to a 42-16 win.
Getting that score in. All right, Hebron Christian at Calhoun Academy. It was homecoming at Calhoun Academy. Also, the school celebrating its 50th anniversary. We zoom in here for the highlights, and Calhoun Academy already had a lead. They will get a safety for 2 points. They're up 8-0. Then the Cougars on offense. There's going to be a little, we'll call it a hurdle, not a full-fledged hurdle, but kind of a mini hurdle, I would say. And that will score a touchdown, and Calhoun Academy in control in this one. They would go for 2. Here's a pass. Throwing that one up.
Good spiral.
Yes. Calhoun Academy, by the way, had some players out last week due to injury. They've got them back, and it paid off because Calhoun Academy gets the win over Hebron Christian by the final of 42-12.
Academy action continues. MAIS. Undefeated Heritage Academy in Meridian facing Lamar. Second quarter, Raiders up 21-14. The Patriots tied up as Carter Putt hooks up with J.R. Lott for a 31-yard touchdown. As you can see, the two teams playing on a very muddy field tonight with all the rain from Tropical Storm Gord. Closing seconds of the first half, Lamar quarterback Joseph Hutchison fires it to the end zone. It's incomplete. This one tied at 21 at the half. Heritage would fall 42-41 to Lamar School.
Tight one.
Very.
Winston Academy and Indianola Academy, this was not a tight one. We got this, though. How cute. How cute is that? That's what matters. Exactly. And her team was watching her Indianola Academy. Will Davis. Here's about 5 defenders for the first down before finally being brought down. Coach Nestor happy they were up 21-0 in the second quarter. They would add to the lead as Davis hits Wesley Lester on the screen pass, executed to perfection. Lester turns up field. He's gone to the house. 28-0 Indianola Academy. They had that tough loss to Starkville Academy last week. And their defense just as impressive. Ashton Powell coming up with this sack. And in the end, Indianola Academy back on track with a win over Winston Academy, 34-0. Keisha, I saw the score at the bottom of the screen earlier. Starkville tonight didn't have their highlights, but ranked #1 in the state. Big over Columbus, 72-6. Columbus still looking for that first win of the season. And of course, play a team like Starkville, which is not lost yet, and they beat West Point last week. There was no letdown for Starkville this week, apparently.
If it's week 4 and you're looking for your first win of the season, not going to happen against Starkville.
No, definitely not going to happen.
But you know, Eric Rice says he's going to try and build it there.
Exactly. First year, so we will see what happens with them. All right, much more to come. We'll wrap things up right after this. Stay with us. It is Friday Night Fever on Fox. I'm Jim Holder. He is Andy Lee. We're on of course, we're on WTVA, Friday Night Fever, 10:08 every Friday night during high school football season. This show airs at 10:35 on WLOV, and we'll be posting it shortly at WTVA.com. We'll post those scores as well. A lot of them posted already. Talk a little college football. We've got a minute here. Ole Miss tomorrow, their home opener, won at Texas Tech last week. They got Southern Illinois tomorrow afternoon.
Here's a cool little nugget. Southern Illinois features a wide receiver. You might remember the name. Big-time player on Friday Night Fever, Raphael Leonard, former Starkville Yellow Jacket, playing for the Salukis. So he'll have a nice little homecoming. They won't get the win, but he'll have a nice homecoming.
Yeah, Ole Miss has guys named A.J. Brown and DK Metcalf who were also on Friday Night Fever.
Yeah, they were.
Starkville Oxford. And then Mississippi State, early one tomorrow at Kansas State.
Bill Snyder's club struggled against South Dakota, but you know Coach Snyder will fix a lot of things. But I still like Mississippi State on the road.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting game. A pivotal game, as many would say, on the road early in the season, even though it's a non-conference game. But some big games tomorrow, so be sure to check out those. You'll have those highlights tomorrow night. Well, that's going to wrap up week number 4 of high school football. Busy, busy time. We're looking ahead to next week. Some teams are off next week, but we will be here as we are every single week. Friday Night Fever on Fox 1035 right here on WLOV. He is Andy Lee. I'm Jim Holder. We thank you, everybody. We thank you for watching. We thank our entire staff for sticking around.
Yes.
We're about to go eat some cake and do some other things. Have a great night and a great weekend. Take care.